Have you ever wondered how you prove something you can't see? I mean, how does an abstract idea like faith become something real, something you can actually do? Well, it turns out some ancient texts have a really direct, kind of powerful answer. So, let's just dive right in.
All right, so here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to look at a pretty big contradiction about love. Then, we'll talk about a kind of faith that actually conquers things. After that, we'll check out an ancient mission statement, see how that mission becomes real, and then, this is the best part, we'll bring it all back to a small step you can take this week.
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. How in the world do you prove you love someone you can't see? I mean, really think about that. It's a huge challenge, right? And it sets up a fascinating test.
So our first source, the first letter of John, doesn't shy away from this at all. It tackles it head-on by pointing out what it sees as this massive contradiction, a real test of whether our love is authentic.
Okay, get this. The logic here is incredibly powerful. The text basically says, look, if you say I love God, someone you've never seen, but at the same time you hate your neighbor, someone you see every day, that just doesn't add up. In fact, the text calls that a flat-out lie. And here's the key takeaway. Your love for the unseen gets proven, it gets verified by your real, tangible actions toward the people you can see, the people right in front of you.
All right, so if action is the proof, then what gives us the juice to actually do something? Well, the text has an answer for that too. It talks about a faith that isn't just sitting there, it's an active, conquering force. But conquer what exactly? First, we have to define our terms.
So, this is super important. When you hear the text talk about the world, it's not talking about the planet Earth or people or different countries. No, it means a system that's totally opposed to God's love. Think of it as the operating system of things like selfishness, injustice, and cruelty. That's the world we're talking about. That's the battlefield.
And here's the weapon for that battle. The text says it plain and simple. Our faith is the victory that conquers this system. So faith isn't just some idea you hold in your head. It's the engine, the driving force that overcomes all that negative stuff in the real world. Now, let's see where this takes us. Okay, this is where it all starts to connect. If faith is the victory, and love is proven by action, then what do those victorious actions actually look like? Well, for that, we turn to the Gospel of Luke, which gives us an incredible blueprint. You could almost call it a mission statement for this kind of active, world-changing love.
Just listen to all the action words here. This isn't theory, it's a to-do list. It's a declaration of purpose, an anointing for action. To bring good news, to set people free, to help people see, to liberate the oppressed. This is a full-on, spirit-driven mission to go right up against the brokenness in the world.
Now you might be thinking, okay, that's a beautiful mission statement, but it sounds like a far-off dream. But what comes next in the text is, well, it's one of the most stunning lines you'll ever hear. It tells us exactly when this mission kicks off.
I mean, just let that sink in. The power of that one word, today. Not someday, not in the sweet by and by, but right now, in this very moment. This tells us the mission isn't just a nice idea on paper, it's a real thing, happening now. The work of healing and setting people free, it's already started.
And that brings us to our final piece, and honestly, maybe the most important part of all. Because that word, today, it wasn't just for that one moment. It's an open invitation. It extends to all of us, inviting us to jump into this mission, right here, right now.
And this is where the rubber really meets the road. Because jumping into this huge mission doesn't mean you have to do some massive, world-changing thing. It's all about small, concrete steps. You know, supporting a charity that helps the poor, visiting someone in the hospital or in prison, teaching the faith to a kid, even something as simple as defending someone who's being gossiped about. Every single one of these actions is a way to fight back against that world of selfishness and injustice we talked about.
So, where does that leave us? We've walked through this whole idea that love for the unseen is proven by our actions toward the seen, and that our faith is what gives us the victory over all that brokenness. The only question left really is for you. What small piece of the world, what bit of injustice or cruelty or selfishness is your faith going to conquer this week?